I used to think horror stories were exaggerated. Stories people told to scare themselves when nothing interesting had ever happened to them. But every story you're about to hear has one thing in common. Each person had a moment where they could have walked away. They didn't, and something noticed. I moved into the apartment because it was cheap. Suspiciously cheap for the neighborhood. The landlord gave me the keys without much explanation. When I asked why the previous tenant left so suddenly, he said, they didn't like the noise. That should have been my first warning. The basement door was in the hallway outside my room. Heavy metal, always locked, no handle on the inside. Every night around 2 a.m., I heard it, knocking. Not loud, not aggressive, just 3 slow taps, pause, then 3 more. I told myself it was pipes. Old buildings make sounds, until one night, the knocking stopped, and a voice replaced it, soft, familiar, calling my name. I stood in front of the door for a long time, key shaking in my hand. I don't know what I expected to find. When I unlocked it, the smell came first, cold, damp, rotten. The stairs led down into complete darkness. Then the voice spoke again. Closer now. Why did you take so long? I slammed the door shut and locked it. But a week later, I checked the lease documents again. The previous tenant's name was listed there. It was mine. The last bus home was always empty. Same driver, same silent ride. One night, I noticed someone sitting at the back. A man. He didn't move. As the bus drove on, more people boarded. None of them spoke. None of them blinked. I realized something terrifying. Every stop we passed, no one ever got off. I stood up and asked the driver where we were. He didn't turn around. He said, "This bus doesn't stop anymore." The passengers slowly turned their heads toward me. I pulled the emergency door open and jumped. The bus didn't slow down. I landed hard on the road, alone. No bus, no lights, no sound.
We have reports of a serious bus crash.
The next morning,
are on the scene. We are getting
news
reports
reported a
of
bus
fatality.
crash on that route. No survivors. The driver's name was listed. So was mine. There was a game people used to play when I was younger. You stand in front of a mirror in the dark. You stare into your own eyes. And you don't blink. They said if you stared long enough, something else would stare back. I didn't believe it. So I locked my bedroom door, turned off the lights, and stood in front of the mirror. At first, nothing happened. My reflection looked normal. Then my face started to feel wrong. My eyes looked deeper than they should. My smile lagged behind my thoughts. I tried to look away. I couldn't. The reflection leaned forward. I didn't. It whispered, "You noticed." The lights turned on by themselves. My reflection was normal again. But since that night, mirrors feel delayed, like they're deciding whether to copy me. Sometimes, when I walk past one too quickly, I catch my reflection still staring straight ahead, smiling. I was driving home late one night after visiting a friend. There was a shortcut everyone avoided, a long stretch of road cutting through thick bush. People said GPS never worked there. I took it anyway. After about 10 minutes, I realized something was wrong. The same broken sign, the same dead tree, the same sharp bend, again and again and again. I checked my phone, no signal. The radio crackled, then died. That's when I saw her. A woman standing on the side of the road, barefoot, smiling. I slowed down, but I didn't stop. As I passed her, my headlights caught her reflection in the mirror. She was still smiling, still standing in the road, facing my car. But I had already passed her. The road looped again. This time, there were 2 people standing, then 3. Each time I drove past, more appeared, all smiling, all watching. The car stalled at the next bend. When the engine died, the smiles disappeared. They started walking toward me. I closed my eyes and screamed until the engine came back to life. When I finally escaped the road, it was morning. My GPS history showed the same location logged 27 times. I don't drive at night anymore. And sometimes, when traffic slows, I swear I see someone smiling in my rearview mirror.